The U.S. city of Los Angeles will be the next host of a smart transport conference that's typically used to unveil the latest in transport technology. Singapore hosted the Intelligent Transport Systems World Congress this year, the first time that it's been held here in Southeast Asia.
Now, Singapore representatives officially handed over host status to LA at the close of the event. Over the past week, the public had been introduced to transport innovations ranging from autonomous vehicles to next-age flying taxis.
Students from 10 countries were also awarded for their ideas on active mobility. A team comprising a Korean, Malaysian and 2 Singaporeans took home the top prize with their high-tech wristband concept that helps people with dementia.
And we're pleased to have with us tonight the leader of that winning team, Choi Seung Eun, along with Saurav Bhattacharyya, head of the Youth Development Subcommittee at the Intelligent Transport Systems Congress. Thanks very much for joining us this evening.
Pleasure.
So then let's start with you. Firstly, congratulations on winning. So tell us more about this idea. This I believe is a bracelet.
Yes, it's a wristband. We've thought of a holistic system that consists of 3 parts. We've called it amble, which actually has a definition to walk at a leisurely, relaxed pace. We've created a system with a wristband, an app, and a network system, where the wristband is a very simple bracelet which contains a GPS tracking system, measuring of the heart rate, an emergency button, and also a sound system. So all this data will be transferred and connected to an app seen by the family members, where they can be alerted of certain situations, and also another network using actually the Singaporean sensors to sense the wristband and identify the users of possible happenings and alert the police or the EMS.
So, Seung Eun, what was the inspiration behind the idea in terms of, sort of aiming it towards people with dementia? Why not something, sort of with wheels or wings or something?
While wheels and wings are actually a very big part that we might be able to work on, dementia is actually a very commonly known symptom for the elders. And currently in Singapore and also in South Korea, the elderly population is rising at a very fast rate. And our team members agreed, and we all wanted to think of a solution that would help the elderly, which is also our future, in that we would probably be experiencing the same symptom, and we would have liked to think of a solution for such, yes.
Saurav, let's bring you in on the conversation. We were talking a bit before we came on air. You said everybody was a winner.
That's correct.
It's not just Seung Eun's team. What were some of the other ideas that really stood out for you?
So the students actually ideated on using ITS, or Intelligent Transportation Systems, in active mobility for the young, elderly and the differently abled. And we put them through a lot of empathy training, as well as visiting old folks' home, including a disability advocate also talking to them about empathy. So all of the ideas were essentially centered around helping the differently abled. And from that perspective, a few ideas that stuck out was assistive wheelchair, helping people to move towards a standing position and so on, including massage facilities and so forth. And also another one that struck out was a smart walking stick, which allows you to get across crosswalks safely, also working with existing Singapore technologies.
So I understand as part of Singapore's bid, there was this inclusion of the youth, and this is the first time that this youth challenge is a component here. So what stood out? I mean, why was it important that we showcase this?
Youth is our future. So from that perspective, we were very sure about including the youth in our program. In fact, the ITS Singapore also has a youth chapter in Singapore. And from that perspective, when we put across the bid, being in Singapore, we are a very small place. We wanted to involve the entire Asia-Pacific community. So we had 15 countries represented, 2 students each from each of these countries. We really wanted that melting pot over here along with our local students.
Yeah.
So Seung Eun, I think being part of this Congress was great, because you also had the chance to interact with industry captains, the industry bigwigs, get ideas, academia perhaps, experts. What were some of the main takeaways for you over these 9 days?
There were actually several, I would say. I can't even count how many. We got to experience touring of the companies, meeting multiple very inspiring speakers, and most definitely I gained a lot more knowledge than before about transportation and actually multiple fields. But I would say one of the most important things was that I've, again, realized it's very important to be open-minded. Seeing that we were able to experience multiple fields, it got to me that it's all connected, everything's related, and to be open-minded actually helps within creating an even more creative and innovative idea to make a better, smart future for our cities. Yes.
Saurav, you mentioned earlier that the youth are our future, and you know, we couldn't put it more aptly than that. It's absolutely true. Do you think that this youth program is going to become a part of future editions of the program? And also, what do you think the youth brought to this whole event?
So in the way that we carried out this youth program, it's not the first time that it's happened at the ITS World Congress. We made it very inclusive. We co-located them. We took them around for the immersion program. They visited 4 companies, 2 incubation centers, 2 operation centers, they even met the Ministry of Transport people as well. So we made it very inclusive and very much a part of the program. We had 2 observers from Germany. They were also youth from Germany, which were sent by the organizing committee over there to observe our program, take feedback, and make it better. So in a simple word, yes, it's going to continue, and definitely going to be a permanent fixture at the ITS World Congress in the future. We have set a high bar. Let's see what Los Angeles does next year, but I'm sure they'll do well.
Go even higher. Thank you very, very much, both of you, for coming into the studios to share your experiences here. And again, congratulations.
Thank you.
And we've been speaking there to Saurav Bhattacharyya, head of the Youth Development Subcommittee at the Intelligent Transport Systems World Congress. And of course, Choi Seung Eun, she took part in the Youth Leadership Development Program.